What's good, everybody? It's your boy Days. Back again with another video. Welcome back to Progress Gaming. Yes, we is doing EA College Football Road to Dynasty series. Yes, part 4, y'all. So, if y'all don't know, last time we did this a video like this, part 3, we actually lost uh, our way to the championship. So, now we back again, season 2 for it. So, our first game is a away game. It's against UCF. So let's go ahead and get ready. I think we're gonna do all yellow this time. Nah, yeah, all yellow. We're gonna do all yellow this time. Let's let's go.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Knights' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Just keep slinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on...
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a seam wide open. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
They've They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Morris. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. It's complete! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run the option. Came through like a shot. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. And it's... This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from...
All right, we got our first game out the way. Now, let's see here. Okay, got a bye week. Top story. Let's see what's going on. Spartans beat Notre Dame. Okay. All right. Home field advantage. SC East. You already know what the game gonna be looking like.
Now facing a 3rd and long. On the run, it's Morris. He gets it oh so short. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, the running back has it. He did not. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. The throw. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all. Hauled down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run the counter. They'll make the stop about. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Trying to do it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. A 3rd down try for the offense. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. They fake it, and he's on the run. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Here's the handoff. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. The defense making a play to put an extra. How about this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll break the plane for a touchdown.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here for David Pollack and Jesse.
All right, that was easy. Now, conference game, conference opener. We play the Dragons, Birmingham. All right. All right. Let's get it going, man.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama Protective Stadium, home to the UAB Blazers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, a crew looking to make a statement. Squaring off with another team from Conference USA. The Blazers are threatening on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking for room, it's Morris. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Unloads it downfield. And he will house it.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at
All right, this is the last game for the college series for today, and or for this video. And I think we should go ahead. Should we play full game? Yeah, let's play full game on this one.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And, Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. So you see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
Got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. To throw on 3rd down. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back and leaves it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the shotgun, the inside give. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Now the play fake. A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
What a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. To the ground with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Creates a little room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And here comes the punt team. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll run it to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got his man across the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fold on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gives it on the option. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Baxter. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's not. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll open the second half with a run. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Off to the races to the right. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
extra point. They're on top by 12. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 13 to Missouri. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tyson. There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Down he goes again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
3rd down play from the gun. He's got him still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To settle for a field goal, it's 3rd and goal. The inside handoff. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Slams ahead. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions. You're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop.
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep...
He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. A great chance. The defense desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to barge their way in. He's going to lose. Trying to pound their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense takes 7-yard line. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. Decision to go for it does not pan out. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate fourth down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't.
Alright, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.